This is BMAT 2021, Section 2, Question 22. So for this question, we're given a table of different atoms in Group 1, lithium, sodium and potassium, and different atoms in Group 17, fluorine, chlorine and bromine, with their relative atomic masses given. We're told that 1 mole of the most reactive Group 1 element was reacted with 1 mole of the Group 17 element with the highest boiling point, and we need to work out what is the maximum mass of the salt that was formed. So what do we need to know for this question? Well, we need to know what actually reacts together. So we need to find out what the most reactive Group 1 element is and what the Group 17 element with the highest boiling point is. So let's start with the most reactive Group 1 elements. We have lithium, sodium and potassium. What do these all have in common? They're all Group 1 elements. They'll have 1 electron in the outer shell that it wants to lose. That's going to be what dictates its reactivity. It wants to lose this electron. And what factors of these atoms is going to make that electron easier or harder to separate from its shell? Well, the more outer shells a group has, the more shielding the electron has. Therefore, it has less pull on the nucleus, and it's easier to get rid of that electron. It's more reactive. So as we go down the group and our atoms get bigger, they get more reactive. So that means our most reactive element is potassium. So that's what's going to be our first reactant. Now let's look at what is the Group 17 element with the highest boiling point. We have fluorine, chlorine and bromine. What dictates boiling point? What means something has a higher boiling point? Well, it's all about the strength of the bonds in between the different molecules. And for these, this is going to be the different ID-ID bonds, the induced dipole bonds between the two. And how do we get stronger ID-ID bonds? We need more electrons. More electrons mean stronger bonds, and we have more electrons going down the group as the atoms get bigger. Therefore, bromine is going to be the element with the highest boiling point. So these are going to be our 2 reactants. So let's react them together. So 1 mole of potassium and 1 mole of bromine. Take a second to see if you can work out what the equation for this reaction is going to be. So because our potassium is only a +1 and each of our bromines come in pairs, that means our reaction is going to be 2K plus Br2 equals 2KBr. So KBr is the salt formed. Let's work out its mass. We've already given the masses here, so we just need to add them together because we've got 1 potassium and 1 bromine. That means it's 39 plus 80, or 119 grams. So that's the mass of the salt. So our final answer is answer D.